is City News everywhere.
An Edmonton restaurant owner will be restricting dine-in to only those who are vaccinated. Declining an interview with City News, the restaurant tweeted Friday, "We will be requiring proof of vaccination to dine indoors. We understand that this might be controversial for some, but making this choice was easy for us," adding their patio does not require proof of vaccination. And we will continue to offer takeout and delivery options too. While some local businesses offered supports, others angrily pushed back. The owner of this juicery calling the move, quote, "an unnecessary act of medical segregation, discrimination, and an infringement of basic medical rights and freedoms." But the Constitution doesn't enter into this situation, says this expert.
The Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms guarantees the right to freedom of conscience and religion, which would, I expect, be the main source of these kinds of arguments. But the issue with making that argument against private businesses is that the charter only applies to government.
However, there could be an argument for violating human rights, says Lorianne Hardcastle, an associate professor in the Faculty of Law at the University of Calgary.
There's nothing legally preventing private businesses like restaurants from requiring proof of vaccine, but the Human Rights Code basically demands that people be accommodated if they have a health reason they can't get vaccinated.
Saying what the Canadian Human Rights Tribunal will require of businesses that implement vaccine passports is still unknown.
So it might be that they require those individuals to wear masks when they're walking around the restaurant until they're eating. It might be that they seat them in an area where there are no other tables around. It might be that they require negative testing results.
In response to vaccine passports, the CEO of Edmonton's Chamber of Commerce writes in part, businesses need to determine whether a potential customer could be bringing in COVID through their front door, regardless of whether that customer is coming from London, Ontario or London, England. The Canadian Chamber of Commerce has also given its stamp of approval, saying it would help to prevent future waves of the pandemic, forcing a resurgence of lockdowns. In Edmonton, Rochelle Soufi, City News.